Right now at 6, a near tragedy on New Year's Eve in Volusia County. Good evening, I'm Summer Knowles.
And I'm Stuart Moore. Deputies say someone decided to fire a gun, and several of those bullets hit a neighbor's home as a family slept. West News' Gail Pascal Brown is live outside that house tonight. Gail, those bullets came really close to hitting those inside.
Really way too close. I just spoke with Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood, and he says 30 rounds were fired in the ground that came way too close to a house here on 7th Avenue where I am right now. It's the kind of thing that law enforcement tells us about all the time during the holidays not to do. And in this case, shots were fired in the middle of the night and came very close to where a mother, her husband, and her small child were sleeping. Volusia County Sheriff investigators say a couple found one bullet under the wife's pillow, and it was still hot to the touch. In fact, the couple and their two small children were at home at the time. Deputies responded just after midnight to the home on 7th Avenue in DeLand. Surveillance video showed several people one street over on 6th Avenue. Now, a witness told deputies he saw 4 people in the backyard, and a couple of them were taking turns firing into the ground to celebrate the new year. So far, 21-year-old Axel Gomez of DeLand Springs has been arrested. Now, the sheriff's office tells us that 2 other people, Amy Gomez as well as Ken Newball, both 25 years of age, face charges of recklessly discharging a gun in a residential area. Now, I also spoke with the couple, and we're going to have more with them. The couple, as I mentioned, and their small child were lying in bed at the same time. We'll hear from them at 7. Covering Volusia County, live in DeLand, I'm Gail Pascal Brown, West 2 News.
See, this is exactly why we can't have nice things. When it comes to us being gun owners, we have to be extremely responsible when it comes to just handling the gun. You know, whatever we do with that firearm, you are responsible for every single bullet that comes out of your gun. When we have idiots that do things like this, like, come on, bro. You know, like, where is the home training? Like, this is just ridiculous. The only thing that this does is it just gives the entirety of gun owners a really bad look. And you have to think about it. When one person in the gun community makes a mistake, or maybe not even a mistake, but they just do something really dumb with a gun, people that are not familiar with the gun community, when they just see people with guns, they look at us all as the same. And I had just reported about a story about a guy that was shooting on his own property, and one of the rounds had flew off the property and hit some lady like a few blocks away. It was completely ridiculous. She died too. When I see stories like this, it completely blows my mind, because these stories are exactly what they use to take our gun rights away. And this is why a lot of towns have it where you can't even fire off shots in city limits, just to prevent situations like this from happening. Yeah, man, when it comes to using a gun, please be safe, know what you're doing with it, know how to handle it, know exactly where your rounds are going to land at, know what's beyond your target. You know, there's so many rules here. And, you know, we grown, man. We too grown to be making these dumbass mistakes.